Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're going to do a character guide on this new Carnival LR Goku. It's a Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta. Very cool Super Saiyan 3 trio card from the Android 13 movie, I believe. So they're actually looking pretty good, and I think they're a unit that maybe tricked people on paper because they don't have like damage reduction, they don't have guaranteed guard or dodge or anything like that, but they just get enough raw stats, man, that they're going to be kind of crazy. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to look at their best linking partners. We're going to go over some team builds for them, talk about some possible characters that would work well on their teams. And then we're going to go ahead and hop into a showcase. I'll also talk about maybe how you might want to build this character in terms of hidden potential and like what equips to put on them. And then I'll also talk about their defense calcs because I'm starting to follow some people on Twitter. So shout out to Halvard on Twitter. I'm going to use him. And then during these showcases or guides, I'll talk about like what the defense calcs are. Because I always complain that like mid video, like you don't know what the defense is. You're trying to do like quick math in your head. And they all multiply in differently. And it's sometimes hard to figure out. So we're going to use those defense calcs during the video, and we'll kind of talk about that, right? So let's jump in and look at them, but I think they're going to be looking pretty good. This is going to be a 55% showcase, by the way. They are basically max links. I've got them all to level 10 links, except for one link is at 8, and that's just because I ran out of link orbs. So, but it should be fairly close to like a max link showcase, right? So let's take a look at them. They are a Super Saiyan category, key 3 and 200% lead. I think that's actually a solid category right now. I'm looking at their roster, and actually I was able to put out some very good team builds, I feel like, and I think there was like kind of a plethora of like really solid units you can put on their team under the realm of that Super Saiyan category. That being said, I do think there is another leader that I think would probably be a more optimal team for them than themselves, but I think they themselves are a fantastic leader if you want to run them. So their super attack effect on their 12 key super is greatly raised attack for 3 turns and does colossal damage. And then on the 18 key, greatly raise attack and defense for 3 turns and does mega colossal damage. So what you're going to see with this character in their kit, they do have a bunch of built-in additionals. So they were kind of scared on the 12 key of letting them raise defense so that they would get too powerful. And I kind of agree. Based on what I'm seeing on the defense calcs, they would have been insane if they could stack on their 12 key too. So I think that's pretty balanced. Then their passive, which is a like a paragraph here, they get an entrance animation. Their attacks are effective against all types, and they reduce damage by 30%. So sorry, take that back. They do have damage reduction, but it's only for 5 turns. But still, other than that, like 30% isn't enough damage reduction to call a unit like godly. But with the amount of defense this unit's going to get, it's actually going to be quite good. So they get damage reduction for 30% for 5 turns. And then there has to be another 2 or more Super Saiyan or movie hero category allies on the team when they enter. So you got to make sure you have like, so you have to have them plus 2 more Super Saiyans or movie heroes to get that, which shouldn't be too hard, right? Then he gets key 3 in attack and defense 180 plus an additional attack and defense 130 while attacking. So we have to remember, man, that whatever the starter turn is, he's getting another 130 on attacking, which is kind of crazy, plus another key 3 per int key sphere obtained. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to int if there's another Super Saiyan or movie hero category ally attacking in the same turn. So ideally, the linking partner for this guy should be Super Saiyan or movie hero so that you're always getting that, which won't be hard because his best linking partners really fall into those categories, right? And then he launches an additional, has a high chance of becoming a super for every 3 key sphere obtained up to 3 additional attacks. So basically, if you get 9 key spheres with this guy, he's getting 3 additionals, right? And they all have a high chance of being a super. Dude, this guy could pop off like 5 supers in a turn. Like you could get a god turn where this guy's popping off 5 supers. And this is why on the 12 key they didn't give him defense, because he would be stacking 5 defense stacks on top of that. It would have been crazy. But they did give him the great raise on 18. I think this unit has like such a good super attack effect, and then comboed with all the additionals and comboed with the fact that they have effective against all types, I think it's very easy to see how I would want to build this character, right? So when we look in here, I would say going some combination of dodge and additional. Because they've got so many built-in additionals, I don't think you have to go crazy high. I think my goal, once again, mine's 55%, so I can't put a ton of equips on him yet. But I think my goal, I think getting him to like 10, 11, or 12 additional is probably sufficient, assuming you're able to get a lot of int orbs consistently, and then he could like get all those built-in additionals and then hopefully proc it. And then maybe just go like the rest in the dodge, I think wouldn't be bad. Now, I could also see the argument that like this is a unit that right now is so defensive, he might not need dodge. Dodge, though, will help you early in a fight because he has a little bit of buildup, right? He's got to attack a few times because once again, he can stack his defense for 3 turns. So you want to kind of get that rolling. And then another thing is this is a unit that you might not be able to get away with slot 1 all the time because he gets, remember, 130 on super. So if you say wanted to like risk a turn in slot 1, having dodge would be good on him. So I really think crit isn't super well, okay, here's the thing. I want to say crit isn't necessary because he's got effective against all types for 5 turns, right? The thing is if they start doing longer fights, I think this is a unit where crit actually can be good because when you've got that many built-in additionals, if they end up being additional normals, the crit's really going to help the damage. So this is a unit where like I can see justification for almost any stat on him, but I think like additionals, like I would just go for a sweet spot of like 10, 11, or 12, something like that, maybe 15 at the most. But hoping that he gets a lot of built-in additionals. Now I could play him and see that like, oh man, I'm just never getting the orbs, and I might get frustrated, maybe want more additionals there. But yeah, I think being an int unit too, because he starts with 5 dodge, could be another reason to say, hey, let's lean dodge on him, right? But honestly, if you wanted to build him crit, I don't think it's the wisest thing because once again, most fights are going to be over within the 5 turns that he has effective against all types, but I could see the slight justification if fights get longer, and because he's doing so many additionals that if you get the normals, right, the crit will really help there. But I think it's safer to go more defensive on him. And there you go. He's basically full level 10 links. We just need to get prepared for battle a couple more levels there, right? So let's go ahead and let's look at his linking partners, his teams, all that stuff, right? So 200% leads. He actually has 4 really good leaders. So obviously himself, you have got the year 7 gods. You've got both of the year 8s, right? So the fact that you have both of the year 8s and the year 7, like it's all anniversary units are his 200% leads. That's pretty good company to have there. So really good choices on the 200% leads, right? Best linking partner. So this character has like the godly link set that like Super Saiyan Gokus and Super Saiyan Gohans have, where they're going to have a ton of partners that are 5, 6, or even 7 out of 7 links. It's very easy to link them, right? So if we go into here, like all of these units right here, I guess the year 3s aren't like crazy good right now, but like that is a unit that they share basically all links with. This guy is a pretty premium linking partner. He's not the craziest, like he is very good, he's solid, the Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku, but he does share 7 out of 7 links. This guy rainbow orb changes, which combined with the int orb changing of the other one could combo out to help you get a lot of orbs. So I think these two is probably going to be a common rotation you're going to see. I put this guy here. This guy's a placeholder, but the STR Carnival Future Gohan is a 6 linking partner and is a very top tier unit you could run. Tech Carnival Goku, still a very, very good unit. Another 6 linking partner. STR Carnival Goku, another 6 out of 7 linking partner. AGL Gohan, I think, is another 6 out of 7 linking partner. So, like, just all of these Super Saiyan units are just crazy, crazy linking partners that you can link with him, right? Another unit I'm going to mention that isn't here because I didn't want to make, like, another tab for more units. But the Year 8 GT Duo here, they share 5 out of 7. And then for the turn or 2 that you're in the standby, when it's the GT Super Saiyan Vegeta, there's 6 out of 7 linking partners. So I think this is definitely like a good enough unit to link, and they're just like a crazy good unit, right? So a ton of options for them. So an example of a team build for like a team that they're leading. So you want to keep in mind, try to make sure there's at least 3 total Super Saiyan or movie heroes on the team. Obviously on their self-led team, it's going to be all Super Saiyans. So you're going to for sure get all of the Super Saiyans you need, right? So an example, I mean, so you could literally link him with any of these on rotation, right? So we could have, you know, Tech Carnival Goku, STR Carnival Goku could float because they're support, or you could keep them on rotation to link. I want to shout out these guys, the Tech Go Bros, just because they're so dominant. And if you can put them on a really nice 200% lead like this team, I think this is going to be a really nice team for the Tech Go Bros, who are absolutely crazy. I feel like Tech Go Bros with this unit is going to be an insanely offensive rotation, right? And then if you want to run floating supports, I think this team is so stacked with like powerful units. It could be a situation where you don't really run true supports. But if you want to run supports, I think physical Bardock is a solid option you can run. And then there's this tech Beerus movie Vegeta. That could also work. This is the Battle of Gods Vegeta. They're still very good, and they're very defensive. The only thing with the Vegeta I don't like is like you get hit 3 times and you get 1-2 turn support, and then that's it. So it's not a support you're going to have for the whole fight, but you will get it for like a specific point in the fight, right? And then as I mentioned before, I think you definitely could slide this guy on to be his main linking partner as well. So don't forget about him as an option, right? So once again, I'm just going to show you a whole bunch of other units that fit on their team that are like options, right? So we've got the AGL Gohan. I actually think this Super Saiyan Gogeta works. Very, very good unit, right? And then we talked about this guy, Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku. This guy, once again, is a placeholder for the STR Future Gohan. Physical God Goku works, and this is a unit that's deceiving because, you know, he's in God form on the card art, but he does count as a Super Saiyan because remember, he does have a transformation where he can go Super Saiyan. So he's actually on the Super Saiyans category and will actually count as a Super Saiyan on the team. And then you have this physical Carnival Trunks, who's also a good unit you can run, especially if you want to run, like if you want to run the Carnival Trunks and then the Carnival Future Gohan is like a dual rotation, like you totally could do that, right? All right, some other units you can run. I definitely need to shout out this AGL Gohan. He just got an EZA announced on JP. He's a World Tournament EZA, but he actually looks incredibly good. And I think on very specifically the Super Saiyan team, because they're kind of limited on good support options, this guy might actually end up being a very premium support unit to run on that team. So I would definitely keep this guy in your back pocket, especially if you're on JP. Global, I mean, they're going to be a little bit delayed because we got to catch up on World Tournaments to get to him. But eventually we're supposed to sync up, so who knows? We'll get them. These guys are aging a little bit, but I still find them to be quite powerful. So the Cell Saga, Super Saiyan Goku, and Gohan LR, I think they're still pretty good. I know a lot of people don't like these guys, but if you like the cooler movie Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, Dokkan Fest LR, they're definitely a unit you can run. They have the crazy link set that you can go with there. I think once again, maybe if you're running Future Saga themed or you just want to run this guy, I think the Tech EZA Trunks is still very good. I think the EZA Namek Goku STR could be solid. By the way, I guess I'll throw out Int Namek Goku is just a little bit of an older unit, but if you really like him, you can maybe run him. I'll throw out Physical Vegito. I know a lot of people don't like him, but he does have his use in that he's very good at defending normal attacks. So if you have him in a situation where you just want like a slot 3 character that's just going to tank and not get killed, provided he doesn't get supered, I mean, you could throw Physical Vegito in there, right? All right, so here's a team build with another leader. So once again, in these character guides, I like to show at least one team build with them as the leader and one with them not as the leader. I think something like this would be like the premium team to run with them. So I actually like these guys as the leader better just because of the mix of units we can get on the team. And plus, these guys are still like at least a top 5 unit in the game, maybe still a top 3 unit in the game. They're just too insane. And like if you can run 2 of him, I think, especially if like your Super Saiyan trio that we're talking about in this showcase, even if yours is at 55% like mine, you may not want to run him as the lead and have 2 of him. Like just having 2 of these guys might be better right now. Now, if you have yours rainbowed and you want to run the Super Saiyan team, like you definitely could do that. But the big reason why I like these guys as the lead is, once again, these guys are one of the best units in the game. And then on this team, you're allowed to get STR Bulma, which STR Bulma not only is the best support in the game, but I think is still maybe the best actual unit in the game. So on this team build, you're getting, and I mean, I guess it depends on where you're going to place this guy. Maybe this guy's is like a top 10, but you're talking about like, 2 top 3 units, 2 of the 3 best units in the game in the GT Duo and Bulma. And then you've got wherever you want to rank this Int trio, but they're very good, right? And then don't forget, you could throw the other Year 8 LR on here. They're still freaking good. You have Physical God Goku you can run. And then once again, we have the Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku. We could float him as an orb changer, or we can link him up. Kind of whatever you want to do there. But I think this is a pretty dang premium team, and still a lot of options you could swap, right? You want Tech Carnival Goku, you want, some of these other units, you definitely could run them there. But I definitely like the Year 8 GT Duo here. And then I wanted to throw out some other options that specifically only fit on this team and maybe not the other team. So if you really like Ultimate Gohan, here's a spot for Physical Beast Gohan. We've got the We've got the Int God Goku, who's actually a very good EZA, nice dodging unit. We got the Physical Year 7 GT Duo. We got the Year 5 Vegito you can run here. We have the Future Saga Trunks and Vegeta Int LR. They're very good still. And then we got the new, from the Worldwide Celebration, the AGL Vegito, if you want to run them. You definitely could run them over there. So, yeah, just so many options, right? And then look at this. If you want to dip into extreme units, like, I'm not against, like, mixing, super and extreme units on the same team. So what you could do is you could do, like, an extreme package where maybe you want... Because I got to mention Piccolo Jr. because he's crazy. So we have Int Piccolo Jr. as an option. And then you could run... And I just use Tech Zamasu to represent all of, like, the good Zamasu units that are out now. So you've got, like, Int Goku Black. You have AGL Zamasu, right? Like, all of that stuff from Worldwide would fit within the umbrella of this team because a lot of them are in Battle of Fate. So, once again, you could run a little, like, extreme package on the team if you wanted to. I think Super Saiyan 4 Int Goku, very good unit if you got him. I think MVP 17 could be a floating support option if you would like to run him. Obviously, Orange Piccolo, another, like, top 5 unit in the game that I could have put on the main team, which I think I'm tempted to change that right now because, like, maybe what I'll do, I mean, I know that Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku isn't the craziest, but I might actually take God Goku off and put Piccolo, because I actually don't mind. Orange Piccolo isn't going to link crazy with anybody here, but I do like Orange Piccolo as a floater, and he just floats around like tanks or whatever, and then eventually he gets his giant form, and you can just pop that off if you need to, right? So let's do Orange Piccolo there instead. I changed my mind. And then you have AGL Carnival Goku. So the crazy thing with this unit is they have so much synergy and like team building options with a ton of Carnival LRs, which Carnival LRs are some of the best units in the game, right? So there you go. A ton of units to look at, a ton of team builds, right? So let's go ahead and hop into the showcase. And I'll try to remind myself during the showcase here to talk about the defense calcs, but I want to see some of the numbers naturally at 55% before I go and start like shouting out defense calcs, right? So in the defense calcs, I'm going to tell you later, those are going to be for like a rainbowed version. So we have to keep that in mind as well. So let's grab that. What Ghost Session we need Whis. Where's my boy Whis at? There we go. All right, so we're going to hop in and we're going to do this Zero Mortals plan fight where we can just get infinite, attacks in. We can just kind of go as long as we want. All right, got to turn auto battling off here. All right, so where are we set up here? Oh, so they're seriously in slot 7. Sure, of course. That's fine. Slot 7, they're going to float back around, huh? So, yeah, we're going to put Bulma. Yeah, we'll do this. All right, and then we'll just let this rotation roll as is. So we'll do that. Oh, shoot, I forgot. Hold on. I'm going to turn Do Not Disturb on right now. No more of that. Sure, 7 orbs with Bulma. We'll take it. And then, sure, let's grab that. The other thing, too, is you can kind of plan, like the turn before. Once again, when you have units that want a specific color, and then you can try to plan ahead and leave as much of that color as possible, right? So we did get tagged for a little bit of a hit there. That's fine. These guys are like 0 built up yet, but they're going to be looking a lot better after they build up. I do not mind taking a little bit of damage there. That's totally fine. We can heal that back, no problem. Depending on how things go with STR orbs, like Bulma could just heal us back next turn. Once you start getting like crazy amounts of defense, right? We just have to make sure once we get the Int Trio, I guess I'm just going to call them the Int Trio for now. I don't know what people are calling them, but once we get them on rotation, we are going to try to prioritize them attacking because once again, we got to build up the 3-turn defense stack and then get as many of those extra attack stacks as we can. And then keeping in mind, they're going to get 130 on super. So when we see the starter turn defense, it might not blow us away turn 1, but remember, they're going to have some defense they can carry over to the next turn, and they get 130%. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes here. We just got to make sure we get the 18 key super, and then proc as many of those additionals as we can by getting a lot of int orbs. All right, so this is like a super ugly, nasty rotation. We just got like all the supports together, huh? MVP 17 defensively actually should be okay here. And I kind of want to float the Spirit Bomb Goku, so we're going to try this. Sure, I guess we'll grab that. Oh yeah, super good orbs for Spirit Bomb, and that's going to heal us a lot. Yes. We just have to hope that we can take them out. And that they don't just like one-shot us here. I think 17 should be good here because he should have his damage reduction up. And he got a bunch of defense stacks there. So yeah, he's going to be good now. All right, and this guy's not even getting hit. Dude, 6 mil for version Z Goku? Like, dude, this guy's a pretty dang old free-to-play unit, still hitting 6 mil. All right, and then 8 mil here. I still like me a good version Z Goku. He definitely can't, like, tank no red zone or anything, but we can still sneak him by. We can hide him a little bit. All right, so now let's get to the actual unit we want to showcase. But this is nice because we can just chill on this turn as long as we want. Okay, so I think Bulma and slot 1's going to be wise here. And then, all right, so we're sharing 2 links there. Yeah, we're getting a solid amount of links here with the GT Duo. So Bulma, and we're going to make sure we attack Zamasu here. So we need to get as many int orbs as possible, huh? So I guess we will drop this. So yeah, you can see like the int orbs aren't just going to naturally flow. Now let me check one thing on these guys. The additionals, do they have to be int? That's what I'm wondering. For every 3 key search. Okay, so you only need int for... So the int, I guess, is just the extra key per int sphere. But it can be any orb. So, like, once again, we just want to get 9. Okay, so 7. So we can just grab any orb we want. So we'll grab those 7. So that should guarantee 2 additionals, right? So the fact that that doesn't have to specifically be int is actually very good. And sure, we'll go ahead and swing away with that. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I forgot to check the start of turn defense. No. Well, I think I had it up on the screen, so you guys maybe saw it. I just forgot to read it. But that's okay. We'll get the Bulma support here. And then we'll see, like, the next turn after, you know, getting 1 defense stack in. So, dude, okay. They're just starting out at 10 million. Keep in mind, 55%, you guys. This is a 55% unit just spouting out 10 mil. And that's without these attack stacks he's getting here. Like, he's going to be stacking some extra attack here. So that's like his... I mean, this was a very good rotation, but, like, it's very easy to get good rotations, right? Like, there's some units you do a showcase that's like, oh, yeah, we have, like, this... And look at all these additionals. 8 mil on the additional. Dude, at 55% looking very good. But some of these units, it's like, oh, yeah, we did that, but, like, we got all these links we wouldn't normally get because we had to bring this crazy bad unit or whatever. But with these guys, that's not the case. When you have the link set that they have, it's just so free and easy. All right, what are we going to take here? Okay, so we did take 152k. So that tells me right there, we were at what? Probably about like 600k defense. Because I think that Goku Black hits for like 750k. So that's pretty solid. Like turn 1, after attacking 600k defense, that's actually pretty good. And once again, that's only going to get higher now because we have that 3-turn stack at our disposal. All right, so we'll make sure to grab the start of turn defense next turn. Oh, actually, no. His defense wasn't that high because he's also got 30% damage reduction. Although, we didn't have a Super Saiyan on rotation, so we were missing stuff. Because you have to have a Super Saiyan on rotation to get part of the passive. So, next turn is going to be looking better. I don't think I need to stand by right now. No, we're not going to stand by, but I'll leave him on rotation. I actually think... I didn't realize we're so low on health. I'm actually going to Ghost Usher this turn because I'm not liking the version Z Goku here. And then what I want to try and do is leave as many int orbs up as possible. And then hope we get some decent, like... So we'll hope maybe he chooses AGL and we'll change AGL next turn. We'll see. Because if we can get a nice pool of int orbs, and we're going to get, like, I think double orb changing on the next turn. Because we're going to have Bulma and Spirit Bomb Goku. So we have the potential to get a really nice field of orbs next turn, I think. But yeah, I think just running him with an orb changer totally makes sense. Now, Physical God Goku is also an orb changer, so that could be a decent pairing. They won't link as crazy in the first form, but I think they share at least 4 or 5 links still, even when he's got Goku. And then if you go into Super Saiyan form, I think they get an extra link or 2. But Physical God Goku is one of these units that you really don't want to use as active skill transformation, other than maybe to get the killing blow. Because he's just so good in base, you just want to leave him there. Keep stacking your defense. Alright, so this is going to be a pretty spicy turn right here. Alright. What do we got here? So 312 start a turn. Okay, 312k start a turn defense. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just going to put them in slot 1. And there you go, 7 out of 7 links. Grab that. That is 9 orbs. So we should get a bajillion additionals here. We got a nice bit of healing. And then you, I guess we just grab, yeah, all those rainbow. Then Bulma needs to get some healing. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to use a Whis here just because I think if he supered immediately, even with the 30% damage reduction, I think we would die. So yeah, when we're looking at 300k start a turn and you're getting 130, I mean, he's got to be over 700k defense, I think. And then 13 million. Keeping in mind 55%. Like the numbers I'm seeing would actually be like decent on a rainbow unit, but this is 55%. Which is kind of crazy. And then yeah, getting all these additionals, and once again, they're high chances to be super. So there's actually a decent chance to, like, you know, double, triple, quad super if you get the orbs you need, right? And there he goes. This is where the crits come in handy, but that's okay. Yeah, see, we got a lot of normals there, so we got kind of unlucky with it. And then 9 mil for this guy. And this guy, mine's only at 90%. I'm tempted to kind of buy the stone just to rainbow this guy. I don't know if I want to do it, though. I got to kind of chill on my Dokkan stone buying. I think I do. All right, and then Bulma's going to swing here. All right, I'm going to try to get just like one more turn. And I think we'll call it a showcase because, yeah, we'll see what we can get started turn. And then I'm going to make sure to talk about the defense calcs for a rainbowed one, just so you guys know, like, what this guy's looking like, right? Which is, it's kind of crazy how high of defense he can get, actually. And actually, this is a good spot to go standby, so sure. Let's go standby. And then we could just get the revive, right? So, yeah, and if we revive, we revive. That's fine. We'll do that. Let's do this. I'm going to grab this. Yeah, we'll just let this turn play out. And if we get the revive, we get the revive. That's fine. That's the other reason why this guy's so good as the leader. Like, having revive on the team is just really good in these hard fights. Especially the fights that just, like, seem unfair and the bosses hit too hard. Revive is a great mechanic to have on your team. And I'm actually not used to having revive because the teams I use a lot actually don't run revive. So I do think I want to run this team a bit more, especially because I got the new LR trio, which is crazy. And I want an excuse to run the LR Go Bros more because I do really like the LR Go Bros. So I might do some videos with, like, them as a rotation. I think that could be pretty nasty. And what I think I'll do on the next turn is we are going to attack Goku Black and see how much damage we can peel off of him. Do 12 mil for these guys too. So much damage to this Insamasu that cannot die. Very crazy damage. And they do it almost 9 mil for MVP 17. Like, the damage in this game is getting kind of crazy. It's getting out of hand. A lot of damage. All right, can MVP 17 tank? I mean, we got revive, so it doesn't matter if we die here. Oh, double digits for MVP. Nice. Are we under a Whis from last turn? We might be under a Whis. Yeah, I feel like we're under a Whis for him to tank all that well. All right, here we go. All right, we got some in orbs. We got active skill there. Oh, yeah, the active skill. I guess we got to talk about that, don't we? I forgot to talk about his active skill. All right. Can be activated when all allies in the same turn are Super Saiyan after the 3rd turn. Or starting from the 6th turn. I think we are on turn 6 because we've had Bulma around. So it says massively attack, raises attack, ultimate damage, and then all attacks become crits. So this turn's going to be wild. So let's go ahead and pop it off. We're going to do some big time damage there. We got all crits this turn. I would like to get this for the healing, but we got to take this to get all of the... All right, we're going to go after Goku Black. We're going to see what we can do to Goku Black here. See if we can't just go crazy on him. And I guess you're going to grab all that. All right, and I am going to use another Whis just because I don't have healing. What is our starter turn defense, by the way? Oh my gosh. Okay. So here's why his defense went crazy. So his starter turn defense is not 800,000, although we're seeing 800,000. But this is what I like. When you pop off an active skill attack, it counts as them attacking. So this is with his 130% on attacking. So this just shows you, this is great because now we don't even have to do calcs. We know what he is. So at 55%, Right now, we are at 800k defense. Now, keep in mind, he is still going to get more defense on his super attack effect, which I believe is like a 50% defense raise. So, I mean, after supering, is he literally going to be at like 1.2 mil or something like that? I think so. I think he's going to be like over 1 million damage after super here. So we're actually looking very, very good right here. All right, let's go crazy on Goku Black. Can we one-shot him? Like, can we one-turn him with all of the additionals? Keep in mind, we have guaranteed crits right now. So we're going to be popping off like crazy here. All right, Goku Black, let's see what you got. So yeah, 13 million. Once again, I have to tell myself, this is like 55% units are not supposed to look this good. And they're looking great at 55%. Now look at these normals coming in. Yeah, like 3.2 mil on the crit. Getting very unlucky on the additional supers. There's another one at 9 million. Yeah, these guys are good. And I think part of like what I like about them is their insane link set. Just, they're a unit that, yeah, you just combo with these guys and they look so crazy. All right, so we got a little bit unlucky with the additionals there, but that's okay. Let's see if Spirit Bomb Goku, I mean, at 12 mil is still pretty dang good here. Ooh, almost. All right, we didn't quite get there. That's okay, though. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think of the LR Trio. I think they're freaking fantastic. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.